Hi friends, Hattie from Honeybee Stampers here. I'm hopping on live on my Facebook page. Actually, this is my Facebook business page called Honeybee Stampers. I rarely get on this page and do actual live videos, but today I thought I would try it out. I was compelled to share this beautiful project that you see here with all of you, and this is the latest paper pumpkin kit. This was actually last month's paper pumpkin kit. So this month's kit hasn't come out yet, but I thought I would hop on and share a little bit about paper pumpkin with you, maybe do a couple projects and just try it out. If you're catching this as a replay on YouTube, welcome. If you enjoy the video, definitely be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. I'm going to try sharing this video here from my Facebook business page right into my Facebook group page. I've never done this before, but I'm going to try it out, so hold tight. Okay, let me see if I can find myself. I see me. Okay, and share. Okay, so never mind. I'm going to have to figure out how that works, because when I try to share it to my group page, it actually just says to share it live, and I'm assuming to my personal page, and that's not where I want it to go. So I'll just keep going. Hi, Betty. Thanks for joining. Yes, this kit is so pretty. So I have this problem with having my paper pumpkin boxes just pile up. And so I actually had an opportunity to put this together, and I wanted to finally share it with somebody. So this is the Hope box, and this is a little bit unique. So if you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, it is a subscription service that Stampin' Up! Offers, and it's an all-inclusive kit that you can get to your mailbox every month, and you can subscribe to it in a couple different ways, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. But typically the boxes are not decorated on the outside like this, but this particular kit had some items that you could use to decorate the outside. So that's why it looks like this. It's a belly band that I'm just going to slide off, and let me see if I can get this off easily. Oh yes, all right. And I'll show you what's inside a paper pumpkin kit. So the paper pumpkin boxes are typically an orangey coral kind of color. And this one, obviously, as you can see here, is special. It's got some ombre on there, and I love when Stampin' Up! Does that with their boxes. So if you open up a paper pumpkin kit, you're gonna be greeted with some beautiful tissue paper in almost a Tiffany blue. And in here, there is a little insert, and this is Shelly. She is the co-founder of Stampin' Up!, and this kit was inspired by her. So she calls it her Hope Box, and it's something that you can use for yourself, or you can actually put things in it and gift it to someone else. And so she even gives some suggestions on the back as to what you can include in this kit. So imagine something like pictures that give you positive memories, or meaningful jewelry, anything that brings you hope and joy and happiness. So I just thought that was so cute, and it even has a picture here of what she includes in her Hope Box. I love that. And there's a tag, if you look closely enough, right there. So if you were to gift this to somebody, you can actually write their name on the tag, and this would just be a really sweet gift to give. So I've already gotten into this kit, so it's all opened up, but typically you'll next see a stamp set. So the paper pumpkin kits always come with an exclusive stamp set, and it's a photopolymer stamp set, which means you can see right through it. And this is a rather large stamp set. Some of the pieces are missing because I'm going to use them today. But this stamp set is so nice, and photopolymer allows you to see right through the stamp, so you can see exactly where you're placing your stamp. So it comes with an exclusive stamp set, and then you're going to always have an ink spot. So the ink spots are these cute little spots that have that particular color. So this one comes with Blackberry Bliss. And the Paper Pumpkin team tries to do a really great job of making sure that they introduce different colors each month, so that if you're a subscriber for an entire year, you're going to get several different colors in your paper pumpkin kits that you can use and continue to craft with. So Stampin' Up! Sells ink pads that look like this. So this is the size of our ink pads, and I'm going to actually use this one today. I'm going to save this one because I like to gift these little ink pads to customers, or just give them away as gifts. So set that to the side. These little tiny ink spots are also great if you are somebody who uses the Stamparatus. They're perfect for inking up your stamp so you don't have ink all over the Stamparatus. The Stamparatus is a positioning tool that's a whole nother story, and I'll be happy to do a video if anybody's interested. So another thing that you're going to see are the instructions to the paper pumpkin box, and the instructions have come a long way. So before, they used to be all color on the front, and then on the inside it was kind of black and white and just step by step, but now they've got a lot of graphics that kind of help you along step by step exactly what you need to do. So typically the kits are easy enough that I'm able to kind of look at the images here on the front and be able to tell. When you look at a paper pumpkin kit instruction booklet, whatever you see on the front of the book is typically what is in the kit. So what I mean by that is if I see 9 cards on the front of this booklet, that means there's going to be 9 cards inside, or enough product to create those 9 cards. And I think there's even a image, let me see if it's on here. Yep. On the very back, you will see that it has the kit contents, and it has all of the pieces already kind of laid out for you. And also here you'll see we've got the sentiments that are already pre-printed. The sentiments are in different languages. So if you have friends that speak other languages, or that you want to gift this to them, you can always do that. And I have some friends that speak both these languages, both French and German, so I'm definitely going to have to pack these little extra pieces up and send it to them. Now you'll see over here that there's some alternate samples. So if you really love the kit and you want to continue to create with it, here are some other ideas that you can use with these, with the product that's inside or with the stamp set itself. Okay, so that's the instruction booklet. I'm going to set that to the side here. This kit happened to come with a very large spool of ribbon, and this ribbon is also in Blackberry Bliss. I thought initially, my friend Brenda and I were talking about this, we thought that this was grosgrain, but it's actually this really pretty, almost like gauze texture. So this was used on the front of the card here, or I'm sorry, the front of the box that made that belly band. And so there was extra pieces left over if you wanted to use this on cards. So I love that. That was a very generous amount of ribbon. Then we also have some adhesive. Your paper pumpkin kits always come with some kind of adhesive, and I like to collect these. So you've got these glue dots here. I like the Stampin' Up! Glue dots that come in the box, but if you're traveling or you're on the go and you just want to make sure you have some kind of adhesive, then this would be perfect to keep with you. And then of course you have a little sheet of dimensionals that you can use. And then it came with these really pretty embellishments. I love bling, and when you add it to a card, it just takes it to that next level in my opinion. The box came with pre-printed envelopes, and so here are the different designs for the envelope. And then there's even designs on the other side as well. Very pretty. I just think it's just an extra added touch that I love. A lot of the printed pieces are perforated. So here's that tag I was mentioning earlier. All you do is you just pop it out and get rid of those little paper notches there, and then this is a nice tag that you can use. And then here are those other sentiments that are in another language. So it's the exact same sentiment here, but in French or in German, and in German. So what you do is you find all the pieces that you need and you just pop them out. They're already colored for you, and it just makes the crafting and creating so much easier. I just recently went to Florida with 2 of my Stampin' besties to do a leadership event called Backstage. And while we were there, whenever I go anywhere, I always bring paper pumpkin kits with me. And guess what? I never get to them. Well, we happened to be there at the hotel working on our businesses and watching some of the presentations. And I brought 2 paper pumpkin kits and I got both of them done. And I kept kicking myself. I was like, why did I not bring more kits? Anyways, so you can see that there's all of these perforated pieces that you can use. And then you've got your envelopes here. I'm sorry, your card bases. So the card bases are printed on one side and they're white on the other. This is really a nice feature because you don't have to add that second layer so that people can write on the inside. All right, let's close this up, and I'm going to do a couple of the projects and talk a little bit more about paper pumpkin while I'm doing them. So here is the first project that we'll do. I've already created it here, and I'll show you how incredibly easy this is to put together. And I'm just going to use liquid glue today and some dimensionals. So here's the card base. You're just going to fold it in half, and it's already scored for you, so that makes it easy. We'll use a bone folder to make a nice crease. Got to have a bone folder in your stash. And then we'll take our liquid adhesive. If you are familiar with this Tombow multi liquid glue, you'll know that a little bit goes a long way. So I just kind of squeeze very lightly and put it on just like that. And I'm going to center this on the middle of the card. There we go. And this is one of the sentiments that's included in your stamp set. So this is a stamp set that you can use on these projects, and then you'll have them to continue to stamp with and make and create more projects. Okay, let me show you guys how I open this, because this is a question that I get very often. With our classic ink pads, they look like this, and you're going to want to open it like a compact. So I tell people to there's some grooves on the side of your ink pad. I tell people to hold on with their fingertips like that, and then put your thumb in this area here, and you're going to open it up like a compact. You open it up this way, and then you carefully slide it in. Okay, then you're ready to stamp. Let me grab this. This is a pre-printed layer for you, and I'm going to ink up my stamp. And you know that your stamp is nice and inked up when you flip it over and everything is covered. Your goal is to get the ink just on the raised portion and not on the block itself or anywhere else, okay? So we're going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp straight down. I like to hover for just a second to make sure I get my placement just right, and I give it just a minute for the ink to absorb onto the cardstock, and then straight up, just like that. And you can clean that off using baby wipes, or you can even use our chamois. Our chamois is just a tool that we use to clean. I'll show you what one looks like. This is our chamois. I like to keep it in one of our clear mount cases, and you just wet it with water. You don't need soap or anything like that. And you can see that this chamois is well loved because there's a lot of ink on it. And then you just kind of clean off your stamp like this. If you have some grid paper, of course, you can stamp off the excess ink and then clean it on your chamois, and then your chamois will last a little bit longer before you have to rinse it out. All you have to do when this gets really soiled is take it and just rinse it until the water runs clear, and then you're ready to go again. I like to store it right there in that case so that when it dries, it stores kind of flat. So here's the sentiment that we just stamped. Now we're going to go ahead and add a couple elements to it, and I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to do that. So these, again, like I said, were pre-printed, and I just kind of popped them out. They're perforated. I popped them out and set them aside so that you can embellish your card. I love dimensionals. Anybody who crafts with me knows that they are going to be using a lot of dimensionals if they're coming to one of my classes. They're an absolute must. So we're just going to lay that right over the hope. And then we'll add some dimensionals to the back of this. There's always enough dimensionals in your paper pumpkin kit to last you for a while, so you'll be able to put the projects together, and then you'll be able to use them on other projects, so that's always great. Okay, now we'll just layer this right on top of here. We've got a couple little butterflies, and I think I've only popped out one butterfly. I'm missing one. I'll go back and put that in later, but we'll just stick a little dimensional on that. Use a little tiny one here. And there we go. So you literally could put these cards together in a matter of minutes, and you're ready to go to gift to someone. We've got these pretty little sequin here that were part of the kit, and so I'm just going to use my paper snips to kind of lift them. They've got adhesive on the back of them, which makes it really easy to lift off, and then you can apply it to your card like so. I'll stick another butterfly on there later. So that's the first card. You guys see how easy that was to put together, right? You stick that over to the side here, and let's grab our next card. Okay, here's our next card. These cards always look so much prettier in person. Trust me. I'll get a kit and I'll be like, oh, it's cute. I like it. I'm excited to try to put that together. And then I put it together and I'm like, oh, it's really pretty. So you have to really try these kits out for yourself to really understand how beautiful they are. Okay, and the price point on these paper pumpkin kits, I mean, it is honestly nominal. So here's a piece that's perforated again. I'm just going to carefully pop this out here because we're going to put this on the card front. So if you wanted to do paper pumpkin where you just wanted to try one, it's only $21. And then you get it shipped to you. Like I said, everything you need is included. Now this adhesive that I'm using is not included, this liquid adhesive. This is something, it's $4. You can buy this through my Stampin' Up store, or you could just use the glue dots that are included in your kit, and then you don't need to purchase anything extra. I'm just going to use the adhesive because I find it a lot easier to put on. This adhesive, like I said earlier, goes a long way, but it allows you to move and reposition your embellishments or whatever you're putting on your card and not have to worry that you're going to rip your card up. So once you first place it down, if you need to adjust it a little bit or move it a little bit, you can do that with no problem. So I just added a little adhesive to the back and then put it on the card there to embellish it. We're going to add some more dimensionals to the back of this piece. And so you can get these paper pumpkin kits for 1 month, or if you like, you can do 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. Now, if you're somebody that absolutely loves these kits, and I know I've got some of you guys out there that are watching, and you know that you don't want to miss a kit, then what you can do is you can do the month-to-month subscription. And that's something that just is an automatic subscription from your account. But I'm going to tell you guys a little trick that I like to do around celebration. Okay, first of all, let's go back to the Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to open it again, remember, like a compact, and push it in. And we've got a couple sentiments that I want to stamp, and I just want to mention it to you guys before I move on. Okay, so we're going to ink this up. And these little white pieces were also already provided for you in the kit. So I'm just going to stamp straight down and straight up. Kind of sticks to it, so I kind of peel it off sometimes. But these sentiments are so easy to place when they're photopolymer like this. There you go. Almost perfect stamping every time. Okay, let's close up this ink pad because I don't want to get that ink on my fingers and then on these pretty cards. But let's take these little mini dimensionals. So we've got dimensionals that are the regular size, and this is the size that came in the kit. And then we've got these little mini dimensionals that Stampin' Up! Sells as well. And these are perfect for little embellished pieces like this. These little sentiments here. Okay, so what I was saying earlier is that during Celebration, which is going on right now, we are a little bit halfway through Celebration. It ends at the end of September. And during Celebration, you have an opportunity to choose free product from our Celebration catalog for every $50 or every $100 that you spend. Well, the Paper Pumpkin prepaid kit, once you hit this, I believe it's the 6 month, well, let me think, 3 month mark, you could get one free celebration. At the 6 month mark, you could get two. So, or you could get one $100 level, totally up to you. So what I like to do is get the most bang for my buck, and I grab some prepaid celebration kits, or I'm sorry, prepaid Paper Pumpkin kits, and I get the free celebration items with that, and that's it. And then I will probably do the 6 month, and it'll get me all the way till the next celebration, which happens in January, and then I'll do it all over again. If you're wondering about how that works, definitely let me know. I'll be happy to explain it a little bit better. Let's add this little butterfly in here. with some adhesive, with some liquid adhesive, and that card is done. So where there is hope, there is faith. This is a beautiful card, and the message is even more beautiful. So let's look at this last card. This is another one. As you can see, I'm blowing through these cards. So there's actually 3 different designs, and you would make 3 of each. So I'm just going to fold this over again. Okay, let me piece all this together. Okay, so if you happen to have this kit and you haven't put it together yet, let me show you about this layering piece right here. So you want to start with this one first because you're going to layer on top of it. So let me add some adhesive here. And we'll go right about here. I think that looks good. Well, let me move it over. Okay, and like I said earlier, when you use that liquid adhesive, you have a little bit of wiggle room to be able to reposition, move it where you want it, and then you're good. Let's actually stick this one on. So this is the layer that goes on next. And I'm going to stagger it just a little bit. I'm going to line it up with the very edge of this cardstock. Oopsie. Okay, there we go. Good enough. All right, and then I want to do the piece on the end because we're going to layer something on top of that. I hope everybody had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. I was definitely laboring on Labor Day, working on some projects for a big event I have coming up this weekend that I'm excited about. All right, here we go. And I also had a team meeting this weekend. And our team, which my team is called the Beehive. So anybody who buys a starter kit from me or anyone on my team belongs to the Beehive. And we had our team meeting last Sunday. And I tell you, our team is growing and growing. And it's just awesome to meet all these wonderful women from all over the United States. So I do like a new recruit training before the team meeting, and it was just so nice to just finally get to put faces to names and all that good stuff. All right, I'm going to stamp this sentiment right in the middle. Just a note of hope. Okay, so there's not very much stamping, as you can see. A lot of it is, you know, a lot of the beautiful pieces already done for you. And I really like that, especially if you're in a hurry, if you're just wanting to create a lot of projects to be able to share. This is great. These paper pumpkin kits make great gifts. And with the holidays coming up, consider gifting some paper pumpkin kits maybe. Another thing that I like to do is to have them, like I said, to travel with. So you can be watching TV or traveling and putting these little kits together. And when you're done, you just feel so accomplished. It's amazing. All right, put the sentiment on here. You can never have too many dimensionals. I say that now, and then I have a class, and and we see some customers who put like a whole sheet of dimensionals on the back of a card. That's okay. I love dimensionals too. So we'll just put that sentiment right there, and then we've got these little butterflies that I'm going to use the little mini dimensionals to apply them to the card. All right. So in order to get each paper pumpkin kit, so if you were to get the prepaid subscription, you'd have to order it, and then you would get a code emailed to you, and you'd take that code and register it on the Paper Pumpkin website. Once you do that, and you have to do it by the 10th of the month in order to get that month's kit. Once you do that, the kit will then automatically ship to you. There you go. And let's add a little bit of bling here. Now, if you accidentally redeem your paper pumpkin kit after the 10th of the month, what that means is you will get the next month's kit or the following month's kit. So I have a little flyer here. These next couple months are some of my favorite kits aside from the Valentine kit. But as you can see here with 'Tis the Season, they're giving us a little sneak peek of some upcoming paper pumpkin kits. And that is exciting. So let me see if there's anything on the back. Nope. So we've got let's see here, the September kit you have until the 10th, which is just a couple days from now, 3 days from now. You have until the 10th to sign up for it, and you'll get the September kit. Can't wait to see. It's obviously kind of a fall theme. We've gotten a little bit of a sneak peek, and so I'll share a graphic and then also a link where you can order it. But it's going to have a fall theme, and I can't wait to see how that kit turns out. And then, of course, a Christmas kit, and then this would be our New Year kit. Okay, let me go back to our catalog so you can just see here. This is the annual catalog. And if you turn to page 9 in the catalog, this shows our kits. This is another new kit that Stampin' Up! Has come out with, and you will definitely hear me talking about this in the future. But this is the kit that I just went over, the paper pumpkin kit. And you can see down here, these are the prepaid subscription, and then you've got the month to month. So like I said, with this one, you would have to put your credit card information in. But I like to use this one where you just pay for it outright, and then you get all that celebration stuff for free, and it lasts you until the next celebration, then you can do it again. Just a little tip from me to you on that. So let's bring all of the little projects in again, and the box. I enjoyed sharing this paper pumpkin kit with you. I hope to share more with you in the future and do some more live videos right here on my Facebook page. I will upload this to YouTube as well. So for those of you who are watching this as a replay on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Here is the belly band, and I stuck the box somewhere. Oh, it's right behind me. So just imagine if you put some really sweet keepsakes in here, and some cards in here. You could put just one card and some special items in here. Put the belly band on it and gift this to somebody special. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed that little quick sneak peek into that paper pumpkin kit. I will catch up with you guys all again soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye.